This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Jones looking to throw right away. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On second down, Chapman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down. Jones to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Saints are going to get a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Chapman, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The Saints have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
His third rushing touchdown on the year, his fifth overall. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Green, switch, yellow, one.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here we
The
go.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He'll get it inside the 20.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On 2nd down now, Chapman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. first down. Chapman, and he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off. And it
get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Cook up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they're coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success.
This is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Leonard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Good strong